convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers. We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ravens sideline, look at their head coach. These guys have had a tough time coming by wins this year. Losers of 5 of their last 7. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. These guys more than motivated for this contest. Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar back to throw. Incomplete on 2nd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Jackson now on 3rd. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Jackson. Look at that power, deep left side. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So their 2nd drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
So frustrating.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another run for Henry. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Net stopped by Alex Highsmith.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he'll try to hit this one well. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Now the offense. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he gets him around 6 there. Juan Thornhill getting after the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Design run, Jackson keeping it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. And that goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the 1st down, and live to play another day.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down, here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. He scraped together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up. And one of the NFL's longest standing records stands no longer. He's crossed 2,105 yards rushing and officially supplanted Eric Dickerson with the greatest single season running the football this league has ever seen. Incredible. Congratulations. Well, once you join the rarefied air at the 2,000-yard plateau, next thing you look to is the single-season rushing record, and with that carry, he has sets the new NFL record.
Hey, let's be honest. With how pass-heavy this league has become, did you ever expect to see this one fall?
That's a great question. Can't say I did.
Opportunities for a back to challenge records like this, Kate, don't come often, and now he's got a record that should stand for quite some time.
The left side is napped by Bateman. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Would have been about a 50-yard attempt on the field goal. The offense staying out there to go for this. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th. And we're still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. First and 10 from the 32. Lamar now from the gun. This one's to Andrews out right. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Flying down the middle of Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And third and short.
This one's set for Lamar. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it.
The drive begins with Henry. They don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 14.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed, and you get that ball.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Third and long. They're going to throw. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. They're working quickly here. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. That one finds his man, likely. That was a big 3-yard gain because if instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Now here's Lamar. Likely's got it right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Here we go, the final weekend of the regular season, Week 18. Sort it out Sunday. Let's get to sort. Our spin around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Commanders will be a part of this year's playoffs. They get the victory here in the regular season finale. With that, a look at how things stand, the playoff picture in the AFC as the season draws to a close. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is the score as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Now a run with Henry. And this defense bringing that hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9. Trying to work quickly now.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll take it in short of midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They run it with King Henry. Well, he had to power through one time just to get back to the line that time. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and he forced a 4th down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it beyond the 30. Here's Lamar. Caught by Flowers. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going with King Henry here. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. Though it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun here. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. On the move, headed right. Making the call himself. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Setting up to pass. Lamar doing what he does oh so often, Brock. Sliding in safe after picking up the first. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
Getting out to his left, and he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes second and 10. He'll look to throw it. This is completed downfield to Likely. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for the Ravens, first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
That's incomplete left side. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So they're left facing third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw it. That one's complete over the middle. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, Man, did he make an impact play.
And again, it's Jackson. Pass it down close. And he gets in. It's a touchdown. What a moment. They can likely win it on the extra point now. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Ravens will fly home with the win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.